let's begin. First question that's over here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Eileen. Oh, hi, Eileen. Eileen, I'm going to unmute you right now, and I'm just going to take a look at the question that you have submitted. I can see that you are 1.5 weeks away to your live event. You haven't sales yet from your Facebook ads. You're creating 3 videos to retarget people. What should you hit? Okay, so there are a big bunch of questions here. Eileen, give me a second. I need to look for you. Okay, wait. Yeah, I've gone ahead and unmute your mic. Talk to us. Let us, what would you like help with?
Yeah, I think mostly, Peng, thank you so much for taking the question. I think it might be around my hook or my headline that could be one reason why the ads aren't converting. What my supposition is that I'm not hitting the problem or the pain point to a cold audience, because the headline currently is how to become a full-time influencer, blogger, coach, or consultant. And my thought might be that it's just not calling out the pain enough. Fortunately, I have 12 people coming in from other clients that got a bonus ticket. So there will be 12 to 15 people already there. But what I would love is for the ad strategy to work, because I'd love to do more live events.
Great. So let's take a look at the landing page. Beautiful landing page. Is this auto webinar a different thing, or is this the page we're looking at?
Thank you so much. Yes, so the webinar, Peng, it sells a bonus ticket to the live event. That ad got paused or shut down, so I can't run ads yet to the webinar. We're working on this, so we're retargeting to this ticket sales page.
And when you say retarget, specifically retargeting from where?
Those 3 kind of pillar video views. I was using your strategy of
right.
Yeah, okay.
Got it. So you would have 3 value videos out that doesn't sell anything, and
Correct.
you're retargeting people based on, say, 25%, 50% watch to this page, and you haven't had, how much clicks or ad spend have you used up?
Thank you. I don't know the clicks. I apologize. It's a $750 ad spend currently.
Okay. Is that 750?
Yes, 750 US.
Okay. Okay, so a couple of tweaks that I would definitely try out. Number 1, first tweak is I would try out video ads to the cold audience. Okay. Then I would retarget the video ads onto this page. Now, most of the time, it is not a traffic problem. I always say this. I always say the first thing to look at is always the funnel. So let me just quickly play this video and let's just see. Let's take a look.
You are invited to the Wild and Free live workshop April 26th and 27th in Houston, Texas at the gorgeous Marriott Marquis in downtown. Are you excited to jump into God's Word again? In this live workshop, you're going to discover how to go from 0 to full-time influencer, blogger, or coach. And you're going to learn from experts such as Holly Homer, who runs a Facebook page of over 3.4 million followers. And she is going to be teaching you 7-figure traffic secrets. Ellie Brown, a local Houston fashion and style blogger, is going to be showing you the latest fashion tips, plus tons of surprises and more. We cannot wait to see you there.
Okay, so looking at this, Eileen, couple of things, okay? You're absolutely right. Right now, in terms of the messaging, based on that video, it's nice, professionally done. However, the thing that I want to zoom in on is to really speak to them. Based on that 1-minute video, I don't really know, I don't have clarity on what it is that I'm going to walk out from that event with.
Okay.
I do not know what is the outcome or result generated for me if I were to leave that, if I was to leave that event. Okay. There isn't a tangible outcome. And the start of that video, which is the most crucial piece, is wasted talking about the event date and location, because that's just a feature of the offer, right? It needs to start off with some sort of problem, pain, or symptom, and then you prescribe the solution, which is your live event.
Okay.
So for example, let's take you're targeting influencers. Okay. I would start off by calling out the symptom. I would start off with, so what exactly is an influencer? Let's face it, there are a lot of broke influencers today. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about the people who have a lot of likes, followers, but they have no idea how to monetize. To me, that is a broke influencer. A broke influencer is somebody with that following, and what they do is they pimp out their name, their brand, where they will post a post that endorses a product for $100 or to mention or shout out a company name. That's just pimping out their brand. To me, that is not a business. If you would like to be a real influencer that has more impact, that's able to generate more someone you want to look to generate more income, then what we're doing is we're doing this live event to show you what are the different systems, tactics, and strategies to help you to become an influencer, but much more than that, to actually monetize by building a real brand. That is why I am doing the Wild and Free live workshop. At this workshop, I'm not just doing it myself, but I'm also bringing in my 3 friends. Here's why you would like to learn from these 3 people. Here is why you need to do whatever it takes to be there. The first person that's going to be there is so-and-so, right? So now you're really showing them the problem, the symptoms, you're drilling in with the pain, and then you're prescribing them a solution. Right now, if I were to land on the page, the first thing from that video is, I don't know what it is that I'm going to get because I don't feel that pain. Remember, okay, guys, this is all for you. I'm not training Eileen right now. I'm training all of you. You need to ask yourself, whenever you have an offer, are you talking to them by talking about the symptoms and the pain, or are you just trying to sell the dream? Remember, I said people only take action because of either they're moving towards pleasure or away from pain, and you need to answer the objections. These are the 3 things you need to cover all the time. So based on that video, it's very much vision of Heaven Island, right? You've heard me say this before. Vision of Heaven Island means it's just selling them the dream, right? This is like languaging, which is like, here's how you can make passive income online. Here's how you can quit your 9 to 5. But vision of Heaven Island is never as powerful as symptoms of Hell Island. If you can drill down on the symptoms and the specific things where they will like resonate with, like that's me, and they raise their hands like this, Eileen gets it, that is when they'll be like, okay, I need to do whatever it takes to be there. Okay, so now understand that that is just influencers, right? If you know you want to speak to coaches, then you need to speak in the world of what coaches, the symptoms of their pain again, right? In that messaging, I will also include things like, here's why you want to do whatever it takes to be at this event. If you are a coach, and if you are somebody that is selling your time for money, if you are charging by the hour and you are doing these strategy calls after strategy calls, dealing with no-shows where you book clients in hoping to close them on these free consults, then you're doing it wrong. Okay?
I see.
Now, a coach who's listening in there will be like, yeah, this person gets it. I'm doing these free strategy calls. I'm dealing with these no-shows. I'm trying to onboard clients by constantly talking to them on the phone. That is when you can rub that pain in and then prescribe a solution. When you come to the Wild and Free live workshop, you will discover how you can close clients by being a coach without ever talking to anyone on the phone, right? So now it would be like, oh, I need to be there. I need to do whatever it takes because Eileen gets my problem. She truly understands me.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
And so what are you thinking right now, Eileen?
No, I think I can totally see my the oversight and omission of that, and that would be why I could completely see what you're saying, and I understand the copywriting formula that you're saying is much more effective. I get it.
Yes, and given that this event is very near right now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to be functional, okay? This is a nice professionally done video, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it converts. I would rather you be functional, which means you are, the first thing that you're going to be doing is you are going to reshoot this video, selfie mode or with a simple, without any B-roll. I would do it selfie because there's too many professionally done videos right now. And you might as well own it and go all out to show like it's kind of like unscripted.
Mm-hmm.
And you just talking about their pain points and prescribing a solution to it. And that's why they need to do whatever it takes to be at that event.
Okay.
Now, I would actually remove blogger.
Yep.
Because the truth is, blogging is a very obsolete model. And I don't think there are many people out there right now that will label themselves as bloggers. Because now blogging is more of it's not like a main thing anymore. They would resonate with influencer. So
Okay.
blogging would be like the subset of being an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I would make it influencer, coach, or consultant.
Okay.
Yeah. Without being salesy, wasting hours of social media, or struggling to monetize. Okay. And then I would really drill down on the pain points of influencers, right? Which is like no idea how to monetize.
Yeah.
Coach would be selling time for money, no shows, not charging enough, charging by the hour, competition,
Okay.
right? Positioning, branding, that kind of thing. Okay. So let's just quickly take a look at your copy right now. It's not your fault. You don't know who to ask. Okay, so let's take a look. Grab your ticket. Okay, so these are great. Now, I'm taking into account that your event is less than 2 weeks, so I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to give you like 7 different things to do and then you feel like, oh, I don't know what to do, okay? Now, the things that will make the biggest difference, for one, is your sales video. Do you have a pretty good grasp or script on how to reshoot this video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel that by reshooting this video and then, so here's what I would do, okay? In order of priority, number 1, you have to reshoot that sales video and reshoot it using that formula that I talked about, right? Talk about urgent problem. Here are the problems influencers, coaches, and consultants are facing right now. Okay. You're going to talk about a solution to it and how they should be doing things differently. And that is when you can have unquestionable proof, have some sort of social proof in there, and then a call to action, which is the live event.
Okay.
I would also consider, is it too late to give out? Okay, wait, you have a $47 one. So that's good. That will fill up the room quite a bit. I noticed that you have guest speakers. Is there a reason why these guest speakers are not featured on the sales page?
Oh, that's maybe they're quite a bit lower, Peng Joon. They should be. They're might be towards the bottom.
Oh, okay.
I can lift that up. Anything. I'm open to. You won't overwhelm me. I'll do
Okay.
everything today. So anything you recommend.
Okay. So first things first, sales video. Next is your Facebook ad videos. Okay, what I would like you to do is you are going to create an ad that talks to each of these crowds.
Okay.
So what that means is if you want to target influencers, you're going to look at people who constantly talk about influencer marketing, because you know that the people that follow them, chances are they are influencers or want to be influencers. Okay. Same thing with coach and consultants. And what I would do is I want to be able to create an audience where I can speak that language to them.
Okay.
So in other words, if let's say I want to have a video ad that targets influencers, which would be somebody like Gary V, I would create a video that purely talks about influencers, their struggles, the problems they face, suggest that there is a solution, call to action to live event. I would then create another video ad that talks specifically about the pain points of being a coach. And being a coach is actually pretty easy to identify. Okay, look up Facebook audience insights. Take a look at demographics or interest where it suggests that chances are they're coaches or consultants. These would be people like people who follow Grant Cardone, even salespeople. I would create, people that follow Tony Robbins. So I would even be controversial about it. My ad, remember, a hook. I would start off with things like, why are most life coaches broke?
Okay.
So people will be like, yeah, let's find out, right? So here's why. And I would be controversial about it to get their attention, and it also makes it a lot more interesting, okay? So come from those angle, and now you have 3 different videos to target different set of audiences, okay? Now, for those of you that's listening to this as I'm coaching Eileen, I would like you to think about who are the different people that you speak to when it comes to your ads, when it comes to your sales copy, right? Because trying to target everybody and being broad weakens you. The biggest mistake you can make is trying to think, I want to be as broad as possible so that I can target as many people as possible so that I can make as much money as possible. Okay, that does not strengthen you, that actually weakens you. So, okay, so let's continue. Eileen, is there anything you would like to add to this so far?
No, I think I'm understanding it fully, Peng Joon. Yeah, I appreciate it. All the feedback's awesome.
Okay, so next one, and this is more towards copywriting now. Give me a sec. Okay, so the next thing that I am looking at, back to the copy, is this. Okay, this is a 2-day event, and I'm looking at different features. Okay, so financial tips and okay, so over here, I would like to be able to see like very tangible And even if it's possible, visual aids so that I can kind of like imagine what that actually looks like, if possible.
Okay.
So, for example, okay, branding shortcuts for photo shoots and websites on a budget. Can you give an example what this is?
Yeah, we're going to teach people like how to locate, like give them copy for local, how to contact local photographers in their area on to grab a photo shoot on a budget very quickly. So it's basically just like swipe files of how to reach out to local influencers.
And how much is considered cheap or on a budget?
We're going to show them how to do it between like $200 to $400 as opposed to like $1,000 sometimes for the photo shoots.
Okay. Is there any other benefit of this session? And how long is this session going to be?
This will not be very long, probably about a half hour to 40 minutes. We just have a branding expert who like kind of this is her superpower. So she was just going to share about kind of how to get like half a year's worth of images for $200 to $300 by doing a 1 4-hour photo shoot.
Okay. Now that is different. Okay. Now here's why I'm asking the question. You see, branding shortcuts for photo shoots and websites on a budget. This sentence over here, based on how it's written, the people it will attract are broke people, right? Because it's broke people that's thinking about how they can create and have a photo shoot on a budget.
Yeah, okay.
People who are successful or have some level of success, they're not thinking about how they can have a photo shoot for $400 rather than $1,000.
Good.
Right? However, a much more compelling sentence would be branding shortcuts on shooting, X amount of 463 different images in a 3-hour session to be used in your social media for the next 5 years or something.
Okay.
Or
Great.
in perpetuity. Then it's like, oh, wow, I just need to do this work once and I can use it over and over and over again.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just little things like that that will determine who it is that we attract.
Okay.
Okay. Financial tips and secrets so that you can avoid mistakes. Okay, let's just go through. Okay, guys. Now, I know there's questions that you guys have, but for me, if I can go deep with somebody, I don't want to be here answering questions, because answering questions does not do you justice. Okay, I want to be coaching, and in order for me to coach, I have to go deep. So as I am coaching Ali, constantly think about how you can apply these concepts, okay? Because this is straight up copywriting, okay? And I'm going to walk you through, Eileen, on these different bullet points. Let's begin with the first one, okay? Because this is, right, model what it is that I'm doing and saying. Okay, let's take a look at this. Fully actionable, full of highly actionable sessions so you know exactly what the next steps are. Do you have a framework to how many steps this is?
I do. I think it's 6. So yeah.
Okay, my 6-step framework so that you have full clarity on what to do next, right?
Okay.
So it's like, okay, and it's better if you can actually kind of reveal what the 6th step is. If you have a really nice looking framework, and again, this could be for the future. It doesn't need to be for this copy right now, but if you have something that explains what those 6 things are visually in the form of a framework, that is when they can actually see it. Step number 1, purpose. Step number 2, passion. Step number 3, right? Then you can see, oh, right, I need to know in depth what these 6 moves are.
Okay.
Right? Purpose, product, right? Profit. So they're like, oh, okay, so, okay, strategic roadmaps. Explain to me what would this session be about?
Yeah, well, I'm kind of talking about like 4 strategy. Well, one of the sessions, one of the steps of the 6 is just learning how to develop a high ticket offer. So this specific roadmap is brainstorming them on how to gain a high ticket offer before they create anything else inside of.
Interesting. So the way you're gonna do it is you're gonna show them how to go with a high ticket offer.
Yes, correct. And then build down from there. But the strategy that I teach people is to go to the fastest path to the cash first. So I'm trying to get them away from all the shiny object, low ticket, front end funnels, all of that, and go, right, let's create your high ticket offer, create the stack, and then move on.
Okay, I would be that, right? So I want to say, like, creating your high ticket offer and a strategic roadmap so you know exactly the fastest way to monetize and start charging more, because I want to talk their language, right? Coaches know they're not charging enough and they have no idea how to charge more. And if we can speak in their world so that you can start charging more and be positioned as the only logical choice, that would be like, oh, okay, you know, like, so what I'm trying to say is, like, so that you won't get distracted by shiny object syndrome is not painful enough.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, we want to really dig deep in your pain.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a constant switch between vision of Heaven Island, symptoms of pain of Hell Island, and answering objections.
Okay.
Okay. Lectures that motivate and inspire. Okay. Now, these two things, okay, imply very much done with you.
Done with you.
Now, remember, a good stack always involves do it yourself, done with you, and done for you. Remember this, okay? In every single offer, always think about, how can I make it sound more done with you and done for you? So the first two things are good because it sounds very much done with you. We're doing it together.
Yeah.
Now, this next one, okay, which is lectures that motivate and inspire. Now, here's the problem: motivating and motivation and inspiration. People don't ever think they need motivation or inspiration. Most people think, Eileen, I just want you to give me the steps and I'll go do it. Okay. So this is okay, but know that this doesn't make somebody say, yes, I want to come because I want to get more motivation.
Yeah.
Because it's not painful, right? So share with me the reason why this sentence is here.
Well, you know, I think Peng Joon, I just was going through some copywriting training, and these were like phrases that they were saying we should have, but and now that I'm hearing you coach me through it, they just seem lazy, and I didn't even think of this stack of benefits as a stack, which is what I hear. And you're absolutely right. It is a stack, and I didn't treat it with the same care that a stack would deserve. So nothing in here looks done for you. I think this was just like, I'm trying to paint a picture of like benefits, but it's not really helpful for people.
Right, correct. So here's the few different things that I would like to see in here, right? Things like, and tweak it, I'm just, putting it out there, but things like my operations playbook, so that you know exactly how to get leads, convert them, and retain them, okay? So this could be like, let me see, attract, convert. Okay, so I would call this the attract, convert, retain. My proprietary ACR formula on how to attract, convert, and retain clients, so that you have full clarity on not just how to onboard new clients, but on how to actually keep them. You will get the documents, you will have the toolkit, you will have the blueprint on how I manage these three things done for you, given to you on a platter, right? So now it will be like, remember, people do not necessarily want to go to a live event to learn. But people will go to a live event if they feel you're going to spoon feed them with all these processes, tools that's given to them so that they just need to copy and paste or fill in the blanks. Okay, these two phrases, you need to have it in your copy. Okay. Think about it like if you are serving coaches and just try and tweak it around your offer, like our onboarding client questionnaire, hand it to you so that all you need to do is change it to your company name, right? This alone is well worth the entire investment. So now it's like, oh, I don't need to come to the event just to listen to what Eileen has to teach me. I'm going there because I'm just going to sit down and she's going to hand me these things. And chances are, I'm not asking you to create new stuff. I'm asking you to reposition it or repurpose it so that it is positioned that way.
Okay.
Do you have any type of these resources that can be positioned that way?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you give me some examples.
Yeah, well, I have like a manual for how to like bring people into your coaching program and onboarding process. I have all like the email swipe files of like orientation and follow-up emails for people in your program, how to structure your program, how many modules.
Man, okay. So remember, all these things, very powerful. Position it as done for you.
Okay.
And I will go through your sales video again at the end of this, but I am going to make it because this is the stack, this is the offer, right? But the fact that you are going to walk them through their own course and have their own things structured for them, I would put that in. That needs to be in there. Your own course, formulated, strategized, so that you actually walk out with the structure and the syllabus and the curriculum of your course done, right?
Okay.
Have you been thinking or wanting to create a course since forever? Well, by the end of day 1, 4 p.m., that will actually be done. We're going to walk you through our 6-step system on getting your course done, and we actually do it there together with you. Okay. Guys, for the rest of you, while we are doing this, I would like you to comment in this Facebook post right now and let me know what is your biggest takeaway that is applicable for you. Either your biggest takeaway or an action step that you're committed to based on what we have covered so far. Okay, put that in the comment. What is your biggest takeaway right up to this point? And what are the different things that you can apply based on what Eileen and I have been talking about? Okay, go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so this is the wrong page. Okay, so hot seat coaching. Okay, great. Okay, so that you get customized laser advice. Training lessons. Okay, so like these type of things, training lessons is a given because, well, let's face it, they signed up for a live event, right? And training lessons is, again, very much DIY. And back to the same thing again, which is learning is a very painful word. Most people do not want to learn. People want to get stuff. People want to discover. So by saying training lessons, it is not a compelling word for a live event. We want to be talking, think about tools, systems, strategies, drill into those things.
Yep.
Blueprints, templates. These are all power words, right? You will be getting the same okay, let's work with templates. What can you position as templates? And again, this could be training. But now when you give a person a template to follow, a template means they just need to fill in the blanks.
Right.
So what type of templates do you think they might be getting?
A social media content calendar.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love it. Okay. You will be walking out with your very own social media calendar so that you are never ever going to wake up on a Wednesday morning thinking about what am I going to post today? What if we mapped out your entire social media calendar so that you have full clarity on what to post every day for the next 365 days? We straight up give you the templates on the different angles, the different hooks, the different headlines that's proven to convert, so that all you need to do is copy and paste them or use them in your marketing campaign. Okay, templates. Blueprints. Okay, guys, so as I'm walking this with Ani, think about how can you integrate the word templates into your offer.
Yep.
Blueprints. Can we use blueprints?
Yes, I think I can design like a coaching program blueprint, like the ultimate coaching program blueprint of how many modules, what to say in each module.
Your blueprint designed and done with you, right? Your coaching blueprint designed and done with you, right? And that's why I say on day 2, once we have gotten clarity on our positioning and social media, then the next thing is we will design your coaching program together with you so that now you're able to leverage technology, so that you're no longer selling your time for money, and so that you're able to charge a whole lot more.
Yeah.
And then you need to break a limiting belief. I would state either in the video or on the sales page that right now you think your clients are paying you for your time. They don't care about your time. Let me ask you this, okay? And I would actually say that in the video. Here's an example.
Okay.
Imagine there's 2 ways for me to get you a result that you want. There are 2 ways to doing it. First method is you meet me once a week and we do 2-hour calls where I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do. And in 1 year from now, you will get the result. Or the second option is I touch your forehead right now and you get the result. Which would you rather pick, right? They will pick option 2 that requires none of your time because they don't care about your time. They want the result. So if you can show them that and say, so in other words, your clients are paying you not because they want your time, they want to have the result. And getting them the result does not necessarily mean you being there and holding your hand every step of the way. This is where I will show you how do you leverage the tools and the technology and the platforms out there so that you can remove yourself from the things that does not require you, where you're only there for the high touch. Okay? Yeah. How do you take what you're already doing right now as a coach, as a consultant, and how can you create a digital asset so that you can leverage it on it so that now you're able to serve your clients without it taking up your time? So now you'll be like, oh, okay, there's a way out. I don't have to be fully trading my time for money.
Yeah.
Okay? So guys, think about this right now. This is very powerful. Okay, you might not be doing a live event like Eileen. You could be selling a book. You could be doing a challenge. You could be, and guys, I see all of your questions. I know that some of you have been really doing your homework and you've been, like Jackie, you've submitted your challenge. Okay, but I want to go deep with Eileen because she's got her first ever live event in 1.5 weeks and I have to prioritize based on that. But think about how you can actually incorporate these things into your challenge, into your webinar, into your free plus shipping. Okay, these things alone will change everything. Okay, so next. Okay, so I think we've established these things and the changes that needs to happen pretty well. Okay, yeah. And to kind of summarize this part, it would be really, number one, shifting things that sounds like it's do it yourself to done with you and done for you. Using words like blueprint, template, cheat sheets, swipe files, customized, done with you, done for you, right? So those are the things that needs to be done. Right now, this sounds like an event where I sit down and listen to people talk for 2 days, which is how most people sell an event.
Yeah.
You come from that angle where you walk out with all these things. And this is where, you see, like there isn't really a stack here. So when there's no stack, it's hard for me to justify why $1,297. It's hard for me to justify the tangible value of 47. So in order to justify this tangible value, imagine this, okay? Imagine if over here it says like what you're going to get. Your roadmap built for you so you know exactly what your next step is. Value, $97. Your personal coaching blueprint template done with you so that your program is designed even before you stepped out of the room. How much is one sale of that program worth to you? Value $997, right? So now it's very tangible. Your personal social media, well, my personal social media template handed to you on a silver platter so that you do not have to guess what to post for the next 365 days. Value, whatever, $10,000, right? So now when you add all of that up, it's very tangible, it's visual. People can see that being added up. And now when total value, and they get all these tools, templates, systems, where all they need to do is copy and fill in the blanks. What is $47, right? $47, I would feel bad getting all those things for only $47, right? You want to make them feel guilty for paying $47. Like minimum, they should be, you know what? I should be going for VIP, you know? So that is when it becomes a no-brainer, okay? So the stack over here, this is where I would integrate these two things together. It's like,
Okay.
It's not so much about what they will learn, right? It's what they'll get.
Yeah.
Right? Because learning, people don't want to learn. Okay, they're still okay, but make it more done with you and done for you.
Okay.
What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should just like shorten the whole page so it's not long form and it's just mostly just centered around the stack. And then, yeah, I'm totally tracking. I think it's awesome.
Okay, so in order of priority and implementation, number one, okay, I want to leave this very, very tangible. Okay, number one, you are going to map out your script for your sales video. That has to come first because everything else is going to be built upon the sales video.
Okay.
The first thing you're going to do is you're going to rewrite the sales video where the flow is based upon the flow we talked about earlier. You talk about the problem they face, which is really the symptoms. Urgent problem, okay? So this is where I would go back on this framework called the persuasion equation by Gary Bencivenga. Okay, he's one of like the pioneers of copywriting. And I learned this like 10 years ago, okay? Number one is all about urgent problem. What is the problem that they actually face? Okay, guys, all of you should be writing this down. Urgent problem. So what is the urgent problem that keeps my people awake at night? Number two is unique solution, right? Suggest that there is a unique solution. You don't have to be training your time from it. You could be charging a whole lot more if you only did this. Okay. Number 3 is unquestionable proof. Proof that it works. This could be testimonials, case studies. Number 4 is a user-friendly proposition. Guys, it's simple. If you want to have all these things done, then come to my live event where I will show you my proprietary 6-step system with all of the tools, the templates, my life's work done for you, while you walk out with total clarity on how to be an influencer, coach, or consultant. Okay? So if you follow those 4 things, you really can't go wrong, right? And that's the framework. And so let's begin from the top, okay? Now, you might want to, I want to make sure that with that is going to help you create a really good, compelling. So you create, after that, you shoot the sales video, and then after that, you create the copy that supports the sales video. Or if you are somebody that is better at writing, like I'm not good at writing, so I have to begin with the video first, and then I'll write it out. Or you could begin with editing the sales copy first, and then shooting the sales video from it. Now, in other words, if I were to kind of summarize how the sales video would look like, sound like, Eileen, how much practice have you had on video? Like, how comfortable are you doing it?
I'm very comfortable.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I would do is I would cover all those 4 things like really in depth, because it stems from that. Okay. The copy is equally important, sure, but video is where it needs to convey the message. Okay. And I'll start off with this. Okay. There's an urgent problem happening right now. Most influencers are broke. That's right. I said it. Most influencers right now are pimping out their brand. They have no idea how to monetize. And I understand that if you're watching this video right now, chances are you could be an influencer, you could be a coach, you could be a consultant. And let's face it, if you are somebody that is trading time for money, if you are somebody that's constantly doing these strategy calls, dealing with no-shows, and you feel that you could be charging and you should be charging a whole lot more, but you have no idea how to do so, then you have to watch this entire video right now. Because in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to solve those problems. Hi, my name is Eileen, and today, these urgent problems that I just talked about used to be my problems that I faced when I first started out 12 years ago. And the truth is, back then, I wanted to help, I wanted to have a much bigger impact, but all I did was I was a coach, and I was trading my time for money. It was pretty decent. I was getting paid $80 an hour, but the problem was I was still trading my time for money until I discovered this 6-step process that helped me leverage platforms, systems, and understand the tools that was available today. I realized one very important thing. Are you ready for it? And it's basically that our clients do not pay us because they want our time. When I understood that, everything changed. Now you could be thinking, Eileen, what do you mean? Here's what I mean. What if I told you that your audience is actually paying you because of the result you're able to generate for them, not because they want you to be there? And for example, that would be, imagine these 2 different scenarios. Number 1 is you speak to your audience or your client every single week, 2 hours every week for a year, and then they pay you the amount. Or you could get them the result by touching their forehead. Which option do you think they would go with? Option 2, pretty simple, right? So what does that tell you? It tells you that you are paid based on your results, not based on your time. What if there was a way to actually systematize and take what it is that you know, your knowledge, your life experience, your passion, your life's work, and leverage the platforms that's available out there so that you're able to help more people, have a bigger reach, have more impact without necessarily taking up more of your time. Now, this is what changed for me. I realized that when I stopped hustling, I actually made more money. When I realized that hustling only makes a person tired, I started to make more money. When I realized that I could have that balance by having my health, my family, and all of the other areas in my life aligned, by having the right tools, systems, and people in place, everything changed. And that is why I'm here with this message today. For the very first time, I'm doing a live event called Wild and Free Workshop, where I am going to be giving you not just the strategies, not just the tactics, but also the exact templates that I use in my social media to get clients. The same systems that I personally use to coach clients. The same tools that I use to retain clients. This is revealed in my proprietary ARC formula, the attract, retain, convert formula. I believe that these three things, if you could figure them out, if you could have them implemented, it will make all of the change. It will make all of the difference. Now, this is where, when you come to my live event, the first thing that we're going to be doing together is we're going to go through my 6-step framework, where I'll show you exactly what you need to be doing to start charging more to build up your own program. Now, once we have done that, you are going to go through my process where we will build up your coaching program together. That's right. Even before you left day one, we will have your entire syllabus mapped out. We will have your entire topics titled so that you know exactly what to do when you left the room. So understand that it's not just another event where you get a ton of information. It is about implementation. When you come to my event, there's not going to be a bunch of loud music. There's no MC shouting and trying to get everybody jump up and down. We are here to get you to get results. We are here for you to actually implement. So what that actually means is, once we have your coaching syllabus done, we need to get you clients. Now, you already know that one of the best way to get more leads is social media. The problem is, most coaches, most consultants, most influencers, they wake up on a Wednesday morning and they think, what should I talk about today? What if I already took out the entire guesswork for you? What if I already mapped it out for you? And what if I told you that your next 365 posts has already been done for you? That's right. Just this alone, people said, these are the same tools, the same templates that my clients pay me, my high ticket clients pay me $20,000 a year for, but you are going to get my same operations handbook that I use in my social media. You'll get the images, you get the languaging, you get the hooks, you get the headlines, so you know exactly what to post on the big three: Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. How much would you say that's worth? What if I told you that I said that all I'm asking of you is to cover my cost? I'm doing this for the very first time. Quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to do it ever again, because I am going to be doing something that I don't normally do, which is doing an event that will probably not make money. All I'm asking if you cover some of my costs and offset some of my expenses. $47. Would it be fair that I don't lose a bunch of money doing this? I'm already going to lose money. But what if you just took care of some of the cost and I'll take care of the rest? It's going to be a small, intimate event. And if you like to join me, click on the link below. It's not just going to be there, but I'm bringing in the top 3 influencers in their industry to come, share their knowledge, and you won't just be learning from me, but you'll also be training 3 other top influencers in this industry. Seats are limited. Click on the link below, and I'll see you there. So that's how I'll do it. Okay. Eileen, how do you feel about all of this?
I feel like I'm going to transcribe every word that you said and do that exact video. That was masterful. Thank you, Peng Joon.
Guys, what if I told you that there was no way I could have done that 10 years ago? Like really, there's no way, right? How did I get that skill? I got that skill with practice. All those buzzwords, it's just practice, right? And once you just keep doing it, you'll be able to do it in your sleep. And even for me, I'm still far from mastery. I've done this, 4,000 plus hours on stages, okay? But this is where practice comes in, okay? Eileen, so to sum up, you're gonna shoot that video, you're gonna get it transcribed, put it in your sales page, and then after that, I guarantee you, okay, this is when you start sending traffic over, and that is why I know the issue is not Facebook, it's not traffic, it's just the conversion on the funnel. Change that piece, and then I know the conversions will be very different. And then after that, the second thing that needs to happen is where you would work on the Facebook ads. Okay, the Facebook ads, if you can create 3 different topics, 3 different audiences, speak in their world, their language, and now bring them into one main piece, that is the thing that will make all difference. Okay, Boone says you have, oh, just gave grave gift. Yeah, it's I know it will make all difference. Okay. Guys, I'm going to take a look at the comments right now. Please share with me your biggest takeaway today and what it is that you can implement from today's session. Okay. What are the biggest takeaways and how can you actually implement the session and the feedback with Eileen today? Clara says, I have a sales video ready, but I'm stuck on how to create a proper format. Should I schedule the coaching call a week after? Clara, I will have to do an entire coaching session to answer this thing. So I do not want to do you injustice by just answering the question because this will take a while. I just want to know, guys, based on what I talked about today, what is your biggest takeaway for today and how can you implement the different the different strategies that we talked about today? Okay. Intro video. Start my intro video talking about pain, problem, symptom. Okay, great. Boone says, make the audience feel like everything is laid out on them, for them. Okay. Design for the lazy person, right? Is it easy? Will it work? Can I do it? If you were on the presentation that I did, I think a month ago with Joel when we were in Japan, he talks about how Mary Kay says the 3 questions that will make a person invest is, does it work? Is it easy? Can I do it? Done with you and done for you. Balance between both, says Lik Fu. Okay, very important. Andrea says, give coaches different coaching contract templates. Yeah. Templates, guys. Templates will make all the difference. Think about in whatever it is that you offer. And really, there's a template in everything, right? So people, if you are teaching social media, Facebook, people don't want to come and learn social media. They want to come so that you give them a template on a Facebook ad that they can copy and paste and deploy and utilize immediately. Okay. Think about how can you start using these different things, because that is what makes a great offer. Okay. Attract desired audience, not broke people. Correct. based on your languaging. Your languaging will determine the audience type that you attract. Tell them how you're going to save pain and time. Give them the templates. Talk to your audience about how to get the route you want with minimum effort. Okay, great. Okay, correct. Not features. Not features. Harm says, biggest takeaway, start with problem, pain, and talk about solution. If you take a look at nearly all of my sales videos, it's all that, right? Videos challenge. I don't go in saying, hey guys, let me teach you how to create videos. What do I say? I say problem. Guys, it's a huge problem right now. Chances are you already know that videos will give you an unfair advantage. Chances are you already know that videos will give you more traffic, better reach, better positioning. So the question is, why isn't everybody doing it? Here's the problem. The problem is, number one, they don't know what to say. Number two, they're shy on camera. Number three, they don't know how to use it strategically. It's not one size fits all. What if there was a better way? What if you could actually get these videos done that's used in your entire marketing campaign strategically? And that's when I created XYZ, right? It's all about problem, where I want you to imagine this, okay? As you are mentioning the problems, I want you to imagine that the audience is constantly nodding their head. And your audience is constantly going, yeah, this person gets it. This person gets me, right? That is when you hook them into the solution. And that is when you go into the user-friendly proposition. That's when they're sold, okay? Davina says, clients do not want your time. They pay you, but they just want results, correct? Okay, done with you or done for you. Audience pays for results, not our time, right? Compelling words, correct. Tools, systems, templates, blueprints. Live event structure, giveaways. Karine says, change my languaging in the Facebook Lives. Okay, great. Was says, tell your audience about how you can help them to save the time, their money. Correct? Correct. Broke people are constantly thinking about saving money. People with money are constantly thinking about how to save time. Okay? Just by changing that, that changes the people and the audience you attract. Copywriting for sales video, messaging, different Facebook ads for different audiences. Speak to your audience in your language so they feel they understand. Okay. Jackie says, takeaways, have consistency in the work. I'm going to be consistent in coming out of Facebook Live videos. I'm going to narrow down my audience and speak their language. Correct. Pain points, symptoms, unique solution to user-friendly proposition. Very nice. Okay. Eileen, I have without a doubt that when you implement these things, it will change everything. Okay. Would you like to summarize and just kind of talk to us on what you are committed to doing and summarizing today's session? Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. All of us. Thank you so much, Peng Joon. Yes. So I'm going to script out a Facebook Live or selfie video that I will be putting on my ticket sales page, calling out the pains of influencers, coaches, and consultants, agitating that, going through what you just gave me, the whole script, and then having the call to action for the live to a friendly user CTA. And then I'm going to be making 3 different Facebook ad videos that call out influencers, coaches, and consultants. Same formula, and leading them to the ticket sales page.
Great. And in your Facebook ad, you can actually call them out, which means attention coaches. Are you a coach right now where you are really busy? You know what I'm talking about. You're doing the strategy calls. You are doing the client intakes. You're doing, so speak their language so that they're like, oh yeah, that's me. right?
Yes.
And they're able to identify with that message.
Yes, and then I'll have 3 separate audiences for those 3 separate ad videos, leading them back to the ticket sales page, and the copy will reflect whatever I did in the video.
Perfect.
That's it.
Great. Okay. Thank you, Eileen. I am very excited for you. Just know this one thing, okay? Regardless of how the event turns out, I want you to know that it's a huge win. Okay, just know that. Because the moment you do it, what you just did is you just did the thing that 99.99% of entrepreneurs in this space will never do. Okay, and acknowledge yourself for that, regardless of how many people show up, regardless of how your upsell goes, regardless of whatever the outcome is, and own it and celebrate it. Okay, now what that means is this: when the event ends, for 24 hours, I do not want you to ask for feedback from people, even if people offered to give you feedback for 24 hours. Okay, and the reason for that is after the event ends, you would have friends, coaches, influencers, people who want to give you feedback on how things could have been better. And when they ask you, hey, Aline, would you like feedback on how this thing could have been done better? Your reply would be, I'm good for now. Okay, 24 hours, just take it in and acknowledge the fact that you just did a live event. After that, because what's going to happen is if you just did a live event and somebody gives you feedback on how things can get better, it's like building up this bubble and somebody popping it straight away. Okay, give yourself that space to celebrate that, and then you can take in feedback on how things can be done better 24 hours later.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, so thank you, Eileen. I'm very excited for you. For the rest of you, implement those things that I've here. I hope you can see through Eileen on how you will be able to utilize these things. Housekeeping, okay, just 3 minutes. Some of you may know that Internet Mastery Retreat, which is my favorite event of the year, is happening real soon. I believe that, I don't really know the rates and all, but you need to book your hotel right now if you have not already done so. I know some of you are super last minute, but for those of you that's coming to Internet Mastery Retreat, which is happening in about a month from now, you need to go to the post that Ellie posted. It's somewhere in the group, but look from, okay, let me just share that with you, okay? So for those of you that know you're coming, okay, if you want to stay at the event itself, at the Marriott or the Stones in Bali, this is like the last week, okay? I believe that there's not many rooms left, and you need to lock down that room if you know you're coming, okay? For those of you that's coming, so you know this, and I'm gonna say the same thing that I said today. This is not an event where you're gonna sit down and listen to me talk for 5 days. I am literally gonna give you the tools, the templates, not just the strategies. Now, this is my favorite event of the year. I'm constantly thinking about what were the things that really made all the difference for us. And this time, we're not just training you and showing you the things that actually worked, but we've systematized a ton of things. Now, if you take a look at like the stuff I've been doing on social media, I'm actually giving you that system so that you actually have your entire social media campaign mapped out where it's done very strategically. Okay, you'll be able to see exactly the thought process and the processes that I use for not just social media, but my funnels. I'll be giving you the templates where all you need to do is copy and paste and use it inside your mind. It's literally my own in-house operation handbook. Okay, so For those of you that's coming, please go and book your accommodation. We have people from all over the world flying in. We kind of just updated the offer page. If you want to see like the offer page, the sales page doesn't really do it justice. It's going to be just a lot more awesome than that. But Internet Mastery Retreat is the place to go if you want to find out more. Okay, so for those of you that's coming, please let my team know by booking from the link they have provided. They have negotiated a really good rate that's much cheaper from the public. Okay, so for those of you that's coming, I'm super excited for you, but I think this is the last week to actually go do it. Yeah, guys, I want to thank all of you for being here. I will see you 2 weeks from now. I hope you've gotten value, start implementing, taking action, and I look forward to speaking to you guys again soon. For those of you, if you wanted to be able to do what I just did with Eileen, remember, I want to be able to go deep with people that's actually doing it with specific questions. So write into the team, post on the Facebook group. I want to see you guys just constantly updating us on what it is you're doing. Okay, guys, I appreciate you all. I am committed to your success and I will demonstrate it through my actions. Take care, everybody, and I will see you 2 weeks from now.